I'm gonna see how quick I can make this. Not feeling well. Now we need to make 30s, but we've unlocked 3s. Right? Got 4, 3, 5 right there, right next to each other. So we need to find a nice, good spot. Let's take a look at our upgrades. We kind of need to leave everything going in. Why did 3s stop? Did I not have 3s going in? I thought I did. 2s, 3s. Okay, so 3s are just slow. It's all right. Yeah, it's totally up to you. Let's look at our numbers. We're generating all these numbers. It's up to you whether you want to, like stop and rebuild all this stuff out. I just need to. Whew, kind of in a hurry. Ate a quick sandwich. Now I'm out of breath. We need 30s. Let's take a minute and look at. Let's pause. You can't really pause the game, can you? It just goes. There's no pausing. Let's look at 30s. Let's make it 30. 30. I just wanted to say it again. So there's some 3s and some 2s and some 1s over here. There's also some 3s, 2s, and 1s straight south. South. There's some 3s over here. Let's go over here. Let's do it. 3s. I just need 1. But I need some 2s and some. I thought I saw some 1s. So let's do it. We're gonna need a 10. So we need. We need some 5s. 3 plus 2 is 5. That's gonna be easier. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 times 3. Perfect. We don't need 1s. So let's do it. Let's just start a line coming here. Let's just map it down. We need 2 lines. We need 3s and 2s. Let's add this. Yep, 10. That's gonna output 3 plus 2 is 5. That's going to output our 5s. Let's put our multipliers down here. I don't know how many that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Because we need 500 of them. So now we need to start kind of scaling up a little bit. Where was I? Oh, clear out here. Okay. Sorry, that was gross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Delete. I like even numbers. So we'll have these come back down here. We'll have 2s coming back in. Right? So this is going to put out 5s. 5s times 2 is going to be 10. And then we're going to have our, let's output this way. So that we can put another row. Let's put them down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just start with 5. So we'll output to here. Doesn't really matter how we do it. This has got to go backwards. Oh, that'll work. That's cute. And then we'll put our 3s down into here. This is all going to go out. At first, it's just kind of, there's a lot of busy work because you don't have copy paste. And so, nope. And the B's. You don't have copy paste, so there's a lot of manual work that's needed, and that's fine. Let's get rid of these. Holding shift. I'll put our 5s. And then the 5s where's it gonna go? Let's drag it here and here. That's a fun little thing to do. Get rid of all this, clean it up, keep going. So this is A line. It doesn't really matter. Once you get a blueprint, there's not really blueprints in the game, but there are ways to, that's gonna be weird, but I don't care. That's so strange. It's not really blueprints, but you can make do little builds so that when you do go to copy paste, it's not as difficult. Here we go. Hopefully the background music that I've chosen for this is cool. I don't even know what it is yet. Oops. There it is. Holding shift. That's already in. So now we've got our 20s, 30s. Should be. Let's figure this out before we go. So let's get some. Ooh, nice big long line. Let's get some ones going that way. So this top one, let's feed the top line by itself over to here. We got some 2s. We're gonna need a few 2s. So let's have this line feed into this line. Oops. Still shaky. Yep, we're gonna make 5s. You're gonna come down. Let's kill that. And then I got 5 times 2. I need another section of 2s. Let's grab that. All right. Oops. Like I said, there's a few ways you can do this. So those 2s are feeding down there. I need this to hold shift. Feed those 2s down here. And I'm gonna feed the rest of these into there because I really want 3s going strong. And then down here we can do our other type of setup. Let's do that, and then let's do this. Oops. Oh, pause does work. Let's build a line, have it go out, out, and meet back up. So we have these feeding in. Oh, and just go down 2, over. There we go. Why you no work? 5s, 2s. All right. It's okay. We got this. Let's feed. Oops. Right, let's go down here and into here. So 2s are B's. 5s are gonna be A's. No. What? All right. We'll do it this way then. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. We'll just do it the way we know works, right? That's smart. I don't know, man. It ain't hurting nothing. It's not wasting resources. It's not doing any of that. It is just how we're gonna do things. There we go. 25. 75. 5 times 2 is 10. What? Balance itself out. If you hold shift and delete, you can do lines. Little tip for you there. Here we go. Now we're making 30s. Yeah, when you're building this stuff out at first, you're gonna make some mistakes, and it's okay. Like I said before, it doesn't matter that I'm feeding 75s and 3s and 84s into the machine. It doesn't care. What I wanted to make sure was that I was making 30s because it needs 30s. If we go back and look, so I need 500. That's gonna take a minute. But while those are being built and being fed in, and these lines are going to be long eventually. I mean, it's working. It's working. It's doing what it's supposed to. It's making some 25s. That's probably just from the gunk that we got fed in there. 5 times 5 is 25. So some 5s are probably still in the A slot and the B slot on some of these, and they'll work themselves out. It's all right. And we can come back here because I made this somewhat modular. I can come back in here and add some more. Oops. Yeah, and it's kind of one of those things where you just kind of set it and forget it, and it's like, oh, okay, it's making 30s, it's making a lot of them. So there's that. Let's take a look at our thing. We need 20s, which I think we're still feeding in if we look at our numbers. 20s at 9 a second. Let's look at minutes. So we're making 6 30s a minute. It'll go up once it's 100% 30s being built there. It'll be different. So these lighter ones, 75 and 1, it looks like aren't being made at all. Well, wait, that is. Because it just went up. Delivered numbers. Oh, those are numbers that were delivered. So 75 was a mistake. So now if we come back and let's look at, let's zoom in because it's fun to see. And so we have 20s and 3s and 30s being come in. So these odd ones like 32 needs to come in, but we can kind of build that later. What I really want to focus on is my belt speed. I want stuff going from A to B a lot faster. So the belt level and the extractor level are really the two ones that I focus on most at the beginning, because I want numbers being pulled out of their resource hexagon fast, and I want them delivered to where they need to be fast. If they back up because the adders aren't doing it fast enough or the multipliers aren't doing it fast enough, that's fine for me in my mind, because I can work on those. But for now, let's work on this belt level. So we have 20s going in. We need 59s, and we talked about that a little while ago about 59s. Shouldn't be too hard. We can make 4s and we can make 5s. Let's just do it right down here, because we got 2s and 3s and 4s. So let's go ahead and add our 2s and 4s. Let's make our 5s. Just clicking and dragging. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for funsies. And let's just belt our belts in, because we know we need to have 5s coming out. It's going to make 5s belt. Closest one's A. And again, once we unlock copy paste, this is going to get a lot faster, a lot easy. Well, We won't have to manually do this, I guess is what I'm saying. We'll just be able to take this, copy it, paste it, stamp it down, and just go. But it also means, oops, later on we're going to have bigger builds because, like I said before, you know, how do you make 1,111? It's a little bit strenuous. Let's do something fun here. Let's grab these, pull these out into here. This will be our 2 line or our 3 line. So that's 3. And then let's just grab a regular, oops. So we do call it the right way. Grab these out. This will be our 2 line, 3 line. It's going to make 5s. And let's just feed it in. You can come up with some pretty fun little, with this hexagonal pattern, you can come up with some pretty fun stuff. So we got 2 and 3, that's going to put our 5. What do we need? 59. We're also going to need 4s. So we're going to need some adders to make 4s, and let's do that. How are we going to do that? Because the extractor is only going to extract one way. Let's do this. So we need 2. Two. Let's just do it like that for now. We can merge these later if we want to. So I need 2 plus 2 is going to make 4. Right? Let's just make a fine line of those real quick. These 2's going into B. I like to try and keep as much, consistency as possible. Like, I don't like to think outside the box once I get something figured out, because then I'm just setting myself up for confusion later. Well, how did I do this one? How did I do that one? I don't know. So 4, and then we got 5s coming out. Okay, this is cool. Okay, so we've unlocked our 30s, or 25 30s, and now we have a subtractor. So now we can make 29s. At least that's something that we can think about now when we're building things. So is it easier to go through the process to make a 50 line and then a 4 line and a 5 and add them together, or do I just make 60, which is 3 times 2 plus 10, and subtract 1? But then I got to find a 1, right? There's a 1 line down here. So this is where it kind of starts coming into, well, how do I want to do this? Since I already have this set up, I'm going to keep going this way for my 59s because it's fun, and I'm kind of almost done with it, right? So we've got 5. Let's split this off, and let's do an adder line here. Let's just put it here. Let's grab 5 of those. So this will come down, and then we'll feed into A's. This will come back up, feed into B's, and this is going to output our, let's put it back this way. It's going to output our 9s. 5 plus 9, or 5 plus 4 is 9. So we'll just do that. Let's grab this, get everything lined up, nice and pretty. And then we'll kind of make it cool. So this is going to output our 9s. Now we need 5 times 10, so we're going to need, almost need another line of 5s, because I don't want to, we got 2s happening. We got some 2s down here. Let's do that. So we have 5s up here and 5s down there. Let's grab another, nope, not there, just because I want space. What happened? Oops. Okay, you gotta learn the keys, Aaron. Let's learn the keys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Man, I'm perfect. I am perfect. Let's have the output go this way, and then we're going to have 3s come down here because we need another line of 10s. And then we need another line of 2s, and we can pull that from below. And like I said, there's so much space on this map and so many areas to pull from. It doesn't really matter. Let's grab 3s. Let's grab that. Oops. Let these come up into a point. Yeah, we can put stuff anywhere we please and just build what we need where we need. Let's grab these because we need 2 ply. Let's try here to here to here, and then 3s. Let's have you. Do we want to do the fun little thing again? I don't care. Fine by me. I mean, as long as I get numbers. Let's do some outputs. This is going to be another 5 row, and I think this is going to be our 10s, right? 5s. We got plenty of 2s coming. Let's do it. Let's wrap this back down. So we got our we've got our 9s coming out, and we can take this multiplier. Let's just see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep 5 to keep it simple. So we got 5 coming out, and then we got plenty of 2s. They're actually getting backed up. So let's take a 2 line and go this way, and our 5 line is going to come in. And we tried this before, didn't we? Didn't really work out. Fine, let's put it over here. I don't care, I'm not afraid. 3, 4, 5, and we're going to put our 5 line coming here, our 2 line coming here, into B. A's holding shift to automatically place a bridge. Have this go out. All right, so this is going to be 5 times 2. Let's pull this off. Go 5 times 2. So this is going to be 5 times 2 is 10, and then we want 5 times, oh, there's 2's there. 5 times 10 is going to be 50. We're just going nuts. 1, 2, 5. Belt's going there, belt's going there. And these aren't critical. I just want to get them made. So 10 times 5, oops, is going to be here. Oops, I want that. And then 5 is going to be here and here and here. It's going to output these. And then we can have our 9s come up because we want to add. Oops. We can have our 9s. Oops, let's go this way. What you doing, Aaron? What's going on? Have our 9s going there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Belt it into the B's closer. A is closer. Hold shift and go all the way. Don't need that. Into A's, into A's, into A's. Have this go out. Like I said, it's a little monotonous at first because you're like, I gotta rebuild this. So 9s are going up. plus 50. Let's kind of keep it tight. 50 and 9, or 9 and 50 is going to be 59. 30s is pretty full. Let's go up here, and then we'll just feed into the 10s because the 10's going. So we've got plenty of 30s coming in, and here's the fun thing: we know we need 29 as our next number. We need 600 of them. For 30, we got plenty there. 30s are going to come in. So what we're going to do, at least what I'm going to do, is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to pull off of this. Where's a 1? Here's some 1s. Let's pull off of here real quick. Let's just grab some of this. We're going to pull down. 7. I thought I said 7. We're going to pull off these 1s, and we're going to pull off these 30s. I'm just going to have a blank line here real quick, and then I'm going to use the subtractor, but here's where it gets really tricky, and you got to pay attention to this. Let's just add 5 to start with, because you need to subtract from a subtract, and so in subtraction it's a whole lot different than adding. You can add two numbers and it's just fine, but here I need A minus B, so I need my 1. All right, I need my 1 to come in to my B, because we're going to take 30 minus 1, right? So B has to be 1. Here I can just do a bridge, break it down. So 30 minus 1 is going to be 29. And that's not how that's going to work. Let's get rid of that because I didn't bridge it right. So let's pull this off, and every other number is just half of it is going to come down, and it's going to be, it should come out to 29. Now 0, we don't, that's fine, it could be 0. Let's just feed it right back into itself, so there's 29. But again, if I had put if 1 had been in my A slot, then 1 minus 30 would be what, -1, and that's not the number we're looking for. Someone correct me if I'm wrong on that. As you see, it's got a little bit of backup. It's not flowing quite as well as we want, so what I can do is just pull another line in on the 30s, delete this, rebuild it so that 30's flowing fine, 29's flowing fine. Everybody's just nice and happy. So we got our 59s coming in, sharing a line with 10, but these aren't critical numbers, so I don't really have to have them right now. But we're starting to make a nice smooth play through. So here we go. Here's 59s, and I need 1,000 of them. So this is another situation where you set it and you forget it. I'm happy with the numbers that I'm pulling in. You might not be. You might be like, this is ridiculous. Let's quadruple this and just really flood the system with it. And that's totally fine. That's up to you. Keep in mind that the input only takes, you can only have so many spots coming into here. So that's why I focus on my belt speed at first, because if I can get my belts going faster, it'll feed into here on fewer lines. That's just me. Okay, so that's going. Let's look at our numbers that we're producing. 29, this is yellow, so I think that means it's the main number it needs. We got 39 a minute, 33. So yeah, it's gonna take a few minutes to get through it. No, that's fine. I ain't no hurry. So we got 20s going in. We're full on 20s. I mean, we have enough to meet this. 29s are also being counted towards our subtractor level, so we can keep that going. We got 10s should be flowing in. We see 10s. 32s we do not have going, and I don't really care about that at this second. Do we have 2s going in? We should have 2s right here. We got some 2s going in. So we have a system here set to take a 1 + 1 = 2, but we also have plenty of just 2s sitting around doing nothing. So let's take another opportunity to grab another number and just flood it in. Let's find a nice, now this will work. So let's grab 2s and 2s. All right, let's just feed that right into here. Not that it's critical, but we do need some 2s, some more 2s, so we can get our extractors going. 3s, we need some 3s, but again down here we've got 1 + 2s = 3s. Now that we've unlocked 3s, I can just come in here and have a nice, oh, this will work out great. Have a nice little party of 3s coming in. And we can just feed that right down into the line. And quite honestly, all of this can just go away, right? Because we have 2s and 3s available to us, so we don't need to make a 2 and a 3. We can just let it run. I think I don't need 1s. So we did a little bit cleanup as we've got some other things going here. Let's feed this into here. And this can run straight in. That can be deleted. Let's do a little bit of cleanup. Blue's Clues style. Let's feed that straight in. Kill that. Feed that in. I like to try and keep as many lines like this free and just flowing. I don't want 25s to be backed up because I've got more 3s coming in and they got to find space to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I know I'm weird. So now we've got 3s coming in, 25s. I think we got 20s coming up in here. We got 59s someplace down at the bottom. We have 2s coming in. I don't know. Yeah, we got 25s coming in. Do we have 10s? Yep, there's 10. I think we have everything coming in that we want coming in. I like it. So the next level we extract the number 4 once we unlock level 9 or 10 or whatever it is. So that's another opportunity to go back and look at, well, where are we making a 2 + 2 and swap that out with just a feed for a 4. Like right up here, here's a perfect example of that. We're taking all this math to make 4s out of 2s, and you could leave it, it's not a problem, it's working. But we could also look at, here's a huge massive pile of 4s right here. We could be just pulling in 4s like crazy, or down here. So you know, as the game opens up and you get more numbers to work with, it's just fun to think about where else you need to do stuff. What can I rebuild if I need to or want to? What can I make more efficient? And like I said, you've got an infinite world. You can just keep going. Mountain Dew. So yeah, I like this. We're doing pretty good. Doing pretty good, and you can, like I said, you can spread out. We got all these gray numbers out here yet to look at. We got 9s, 8s, 4s, 5s, 7s, 8s, 6s. There's all kinds of numbers that we're gonna have to unlock at some point. So yeah, this is kind of a hurry up and idle game where, okay, I've got this unlocked, let's go build this and make sure I've got all my processes going and flowing, and then you're like, oh, it's gonna take a minute. And so you could take, 20-30 minutes to build stuff and get things going, and then ignore it for another 30. There's no speed variables on this either. What you see is what you get. It just goes at a speed. There's two different themes. Light is what I'm using. Dark is another mode if you so choose to use that mode. For me, I didn't really like it at first, but I guess it does kind of highlight numbers and things maybe a little better. I don't know. It's totally up to you if you decide to play it. Like I said, it's $4. It's fun. I get my brother Tim's an elementary school teacher, and I was talking to him about it. I'm like, this is really fun because it teaches kids math. You know, well, how do I make ones and twos? But then there's also the whole part of the strategy of building out your little factories, your little processes. And I'm not exactly sure how well that part would work with kids. I don't know. But definitely something worth looking into if you're homeschooling or at an elementary, but then you'd have to have Steam installed on every machine. But it's definitely fun. And we're going to see as we get later on just the different numbers. We got to upgrade the different numbers that you can do. Okay, so we've got extractor level 2 that we can upgrade from 0.25 to 0.33. Again, I don't know if that's per minute. And so then the next number we've got 25s coming in. Now we need 67s. And so we can make 67s. Do I still have 25s that I need? I do. 59. So here's an opportunity to make another process. What do we need? 67s? Is that what it said? 67. So 6 times 2. So what do you do on that situation? Make 70, subtract 3. Would that be easier? Because I can have, here's the fun part. I can use 3s and 2s and get the job done with just 3s and 2s. So we build a line of 10s, and then 3 times 2 is 60 plus add 10, and then take the 10s times the 7. There's your 70. Use the 3s to subtract back down to 67. So it's a bit of a complicated process, but I don't care. What do I need most? 3s. I've got 2 stacks of 3s. I got 3s here and here. I got 2s. I could pull off of here as well. So let's just do it down here. While we're waiting, I need 70s. That's what we're going to look at. So I need 6. I need multipliers. Let's just come here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, that's good math. So I'm going to have a line coming in and another line coming in, and then we're going to pull out. This would be 5 times. This is going to be, okay, so this is going to be 6. 3 times 2 is 6. That's not what I want. I think I wanted adders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's get rid of that one. So here's my adders. This is going to make my 5s. 5s are going to come back down to be 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Dang, I'm good at this. So we'll have this come down here. Here, and then back. So this is going to be our multipliers. And then we'll have these come out this way for funsies. So we got our 5s. 5 times 2 is going to be 10. And then I need another multiplier for 60. And that's going to just be down here. So we're going to feed, let's space this out a little bit more. Just didn't like where that was going. So let's feed the 10s down here. 10s down here. And then we're going to have 3s come up and down. That's not where I wanted that. Yeah, I know. It's exciting. Watching somebody just map this out. Okay, so this is going to be ends. 10 times... I wish there was labels. I wish we could just plunk down labels for things. We've got an upgrade. Let's get that upgrade to adders. I'm not going to worry about that because I got my mind on 67. So I've got 2s. Let's grab this and just pull down 2s. And then 3s is going to be 5. 5s times 2. Let's grab this and pull this down. No. Oops. 2 times 5 is going to be 10. 10 times... what was I thinking? This would be 10. 10 times 6. 6 times 2. So I need another times. Is that what this was? Let's do it up here. And this is going to be funky. Let's do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10. And we'll have this come down. We're going to have 3s go up into B. We're going to have... Oh, we tried this before. Didn't work. We're going to have the 2s coming up, but we got to go down and over. So B, 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 B. 3 times 2 is 6. That's where we're going to get our 60 plus our 10 minus 3. It's getting crazy. So let's put A's. A's. I kind of need to have it start going so that I kind of see the numbers happening. So let's just do that real quick. All right, let's grab 3s. Let's grab this. Kind of like how we were doing it before. Oops. With our fun little ways. There's 3. Let's get a 2 going. Oops. So I need 2s going here. 2 times 3 is 6. 2, 3. Let's get these going this way. Oops. Gotta hit the right buttons there. Aaron. 3, and let's get another 2 going. Let's have A's. Start building this out first. Once we unlock copy paste, we're going to be in a whole different world. Because I'm going to need, let's do this. Oops. Get this down here. Gosh dang it. stupid so much. 3s. Let's get this other one going here. I guess I can delete that because we're not using it. I want to confuse myself. There's more 2s. We got 5s. Let's start getting this mapped out. I got A's is closest. B's. Yeah, it can get a little confusing, especially now that I've got numbers going. I'm trying to concentrate someplace else. Okay, let's just let all this happen for just a second. Okay, so I've got 10s coming out, 2s going in. Okay, 10's coming out, so I'm gonna make, I want to make 70, right? Subtractor levels, let's do that. 67, I wanted to make 70. 60 plus 10, that's what it was. Minus 3. It's so stupid. Okay. 10s times 6. Let's just pull this across. Why not? And we're gonna have it go up. It's a shame because there's 6s right there. All right, 10s and 60s. I'm gonna go this way. Let's get our B's first. Let's do our A's. Is there a better way? Probably. Do I care? I do not. But, oh, here's the problem. I don't have enough outputs. There we go. Get those 10s out of there. 10 times 6 is going to be 60. Or 6 times 10. Again, it doesn't matter, because these are not subtractors. There's a 60, and then we need to add 10. So here's an opportunity for us to do some addition. Let's drop this down here. And we'll just do 10 lines of those. We're going to output these that away. We'll have 10s come down. We'll have 60s come down here and be on the angled wrong. Come on, Aaron. Can you not be an idiot? Why are these? There we go. So we'll have 10s split off down here and here. Just because that's prettier. As is that. So this is going to make 70. Easy peasy. We got plenty of 3s. So let's come in here with an extractor. Let's take all these 3s out. And we're going to subtract A minus B. 10. That's fine. So we've got 70 minus 3. So this is where A, which is 70, is going to minus B, which is 3. And I'll put that. Once we unlock copy paste, we're going to be able to build these out a little bit quicker because I don't have to manually do this every time. All right, A's, 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 A's. B, 70. Yes. Confused myself. 70 is going to be closer, so 70 is coming in. 3s are going in. This will be 70. Yeah, see right here's another situation where we're going to have to look at this. Why are my 3s not going out? Let's take a look at that. And this. It doesn't like certain angles. Which I'm fine with. You just got to learn how to work with them. So now we got that going. So this is going to be, again, Y. Yep, we're going to come down here and we're going to cut back. There we go. 70A minus 3B is 67. That's what we need, 67. We got belts 2 going. Let's upgrade that from 2 to 3 on the belt 4. It doesn't seem like it's a huge difference, but it really is. Let's see if I can do this. I kind of like to keep my lines straight as possible. So sometimes I'll have to go backwards until I get there and then go back over it again with the right direction. Okay, so 67s. That took a long time, but there we go. Is that even the number that we need? What do we need? 47. We're not even close. Okay, so now, can we take this process and just subtract 20? I mean, I can. But I need another multiplier. So I can take my 10s out and another line of 2s down, or here. And then grab a multiplier, or a subtractor. No, I need a multiplier. No, 10. I need to make 20s. So let's just grab 5 of these. Real quick. And then I'm going to let it just run. I don't care if it takes... How many does it need? 700. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm going to take 2s out of someplace. This seems to be going... Okay, this is going nowhere, which is the bottom one. So I'm just going to grab it and go right into there. Yoink, yoink, yoink. 2s. We're going to split this. Oops. We're going to split this off. All right. So we got 10s going here. And then this is going to be 20. I want coming out here. And then I'm going to pull off of here, and I want to do a subtractor series. 2, 3, 4, 5. Have that go back out to the line. So we're going to have 20s come in here and go down. Nope. 20's got to be B. So 67 minus 20. So A has to be 67 minus 20. So I was right. Fun, yeah. Fun, yeah. Okay, so that's all going there. So we're gonna pull off a line here. Perfect. So everyone's gonna come in, every other one. We're gonna have 67 minus 20. 2 times 5s. 5s are doing okay. Could probably actually double that line, but we're having an issue with 3s here. Not getting enough 3s right there. So what I'm gonna do, because I don't care, I also don't want to have any backups with 3s. So we're gonna feed this right in. Because I want to, okay? Because I want to. Now we got 3s. And they're going to come right in here. They're just going to plunk right in to the current 3s. And now we should have a much better flow. In fact, you know what? I don't want to deal with any of that. Let's just have it feed right in, because this is giving us a lot. All the other 3s are backed up. That's exactly what I want to see. Now we got a 2 issue. Kind of. I mean, it's making 6s. The 6s are backed up. Now everything's backed up. Okay, perfect. So now what I want to do is cut that off so that everything, because 47 is the number that I need to get right now. I need 700 of them. So I'm going to cut that off. 67 can wait. It's just for extractors. We know how to make that fix. Because once 47 is done, looks like we need 47s a lot. Okay. I mean, we don't really need it. I really want to focus on extractors. So here's 105. Let's start looking. What are some numbers here? 4 plus 1 is going to get me my 5. 2 times 2. I'm sure there's a really smart way of doing all this. 2s, 4s, 5s. I need 10s. I've tried to figure out a way of how to make a bus for this, but I don't know if that's possible or efficient, instead of just building it out every single time. So I'm going to need 5s. I can get that with 4s and 1s times 2 is going to be 50 times 10. There's 5s. So there's ways of doing it. 2 times 2 plus, or there's another 5. That seems better. 5. This is going to make 3 plus 2 is 5. Times 2 is 10. Times 10 is 100 plus 5. There's 5s right there. Okay, let's build this out. So I'm going to need a lot of stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's get rid of those. I'm gonna need additions. Can I just do that? I can do that. 3 plus is gonna be 5. So let's just start it. 47. By the time I get this thing built, it's going to be time to go to the next number. Where am I? Clear down here. All right. Come on, copy paste. So we got belts coming here. Let's just have it go that way for funsies. So let's just build it as we go. I don't care. be distinct with your clicks and drags. Come on. B, 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 B. Yeah, once copy paste happens, it's a much funner game. Funner. So let's grab this line and this line. Don't care about you right now. I'm just doing my thing. So we'll have this come down into there. Twos. Definitely one of those games where you want to have something going on in the background for music. What's the better way? Oops. Let's do that. Then we can grab these. It's not really more efficient, but whatever. Then we're going to cut back. We're going to go down and in. Here we go. We're going to make 5. And then let's cut this back and have it go this way because I need to make 10s, and that's going to be 5 times 2. And for that, I'm going to grab these. Let's just grab those, start feeding them out. Okay, it's going to be my 5s. And then we'll cut it back and start here. 5 and 2. Really getting sick of this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's feed it out this way. If I need to mess with my mouse sensitivity. Well, you get to a point you're just in a hurry, like, I've done this before, let's just do it again. It's taking forever. One thing I have noticed, seems like after a while I have graphics card issues. I'm not sure why. You know what? Why am I being stupid? Gee, I don't know. It's just how I am sometimes. Here does 5 is 5, here comes 2, this is 10. We're gonna make 10s. We're going to take the 10s. And I need to double it. What's the number? 105. I need another line of 5s. I really wish I could copy paste. This is where the copy paste comes in super handy. I don't know when that happens. This goes here, this goes here. I've got plenty of 3s, and I got plenty of... Why are we backed up? Oh, because I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, it's because I'm not ready for it yet. Genius. Let's make this real quick. Just because I want to have, yeah, I got plenty of 3s. I got plenty of 2s. I can even grab 2s from clear over here. I don't care. So let's grab another couple of rows of 3s. And we'll go down here to there and come down. Let's put 3s on tops. Who cares? Bang. Clean it up, make it look nice and cute. There's no division. It'd be cool if I could take 4 divided by 2, but I'd still need to bring 2s over, so that's not really a solution, is it, Aaron? Idiot. Let's grab these 2s. And I'm just going to grab them over. I can bring them up. And then down here, cut. Can I do that? I think I can do that. I think I can. So that's a problem. What? Oh, it's because I'm stupid. That's why. This needs to cross over, this needs to go there, and this needs to cross down. Let's extend this, see if we can get rid of all those 6s. So it's going to be 3 plus 5, 5 times, this is going to be another 5, so that I can have another 10 line, which is fine. Trying to get rid of all those 6s, and again, we're not running out of resources at all. So let's do this. Let's have our let's put it on the top. 10s. We're gonna have 10s come in and go out. And then we'll have something come in. Something else come in. Yeah, you can move around with WASD. You can also right-click the mouse button, so that's an option too. As you're building, sometimes one thing's a little bit better and the other one's better. Okay, so it's going to be our 10s. So we need another. Let's hit W. Come down. It's okay. Let's have them go down here. So there's your 5s. I need some more 2s. Feel like I should have room to do this. Let's go this way for 2s, and I can split off for those 2s because they're backed up, and I can split off from those 2s because they're backed up, so we have a nice flow. Now I need multipliers. Let's have it, which way are we going? Let's clear up there. Let's go this way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got our output here. So let's just connect those. It's easy to get stuck into a thought pattern of I can only go horizontally. and so I need to build everything flat that makes sense. But you can definitely go diagonally, even when after you copy and paste. It's definitely an option, and sometimes it kind of can make your brain hurt a little bit when you're trying to work in a orientation that you're not used to. But definitely something to keep in mind. And like in a situation like this, it didn't really make sense in my brain to cut back, so to speak, because I need to make tens, I need to make hundreds. There's my hundreds. I can take, I've got fives coming out, got plenty of fives happening. So what I could do is something like this, just for stupidity's sake. Let's copy this. We're going to take these fives off, and then we're going to take a copy of those fives and split those in half. Yeah, it looks really stupid. Is it going to work? Of course. Right? Because now I've got tens. Let's just take these across. So we've got room to work with. Now I need to add my 100 plus my fives. And I can go back into a normal orientation that I'm comfortable with. And just do it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And have my fives come up like this. And then cut back into B's. Have my hundreds come in, go into A's. So, does it look stupid? Of course. One is I'm restricted to hexagonal patterns, which is fun, but ideally not the best way to be doing this. Why didn't it not copy into it? So my output's 105. Let's just take this straight up, see where it goes. That's fine. Let's zoom in. Let's hook into that output. I don't care. La 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 la. Clear down here. So I got 105s being made. Good grief. So once again, a hot mess. But now I'm going to be making 105s. And we're almost done with our 47. So you can see where doing one thing definitely can distract you on the other thing. Here comes all our 105s. So that's the game. I'll probably just keep going on with this until I get... There's two more... There's... Copy paste needs to be unlocked. Let's see what's our next thing. Storage. Storage is a cool feature that I absolutely love. It's basically smaller versions of this pattern, this object, where you can add storage. It'll hold, I think, 5,000. Let's just wait. 5,000 units of a number in it before it backs up. So it's going to be super handy for like situations like this where let me just stack up these twos, because then I can pull out of that to storage bin in multiple directions. So it's going to be super handy once we get that done. Like down here we got 10s or 20s. Let's just stack it all into a single bucket, especially down here. Let me just throw all of these 10s into one storage container and stack up 10s till I get 5,000 of them, and then just pull out of there. Because there's lots of times where you need hundreds. We're getting to a spot where we're going to start needing more 110s to multiply by, and so that's going to be super handy. So we got storage unlocked, and let's just play with it right here. If we come back down here and I grab a storage, and again, this doesn't cost anything, it's just free cost here. If I chunk one down, right, let's just put it right here. This is a perfect example of how this will work. So I'm going to feed all of my 10s into here, and it's just going to feed right back out of it. Unfortunately, I'm not making more than I'm consuming. I'm trying to think of a good example for this. Here's one. Let's feed all of these 5s into here. Let's cut that off. So now we can see it build up. So it's going to build up. And then what I can do is just have this one storage for all of my 5s. Then if I want to pull off from there, I can just simply pull off one here. Here's another one. And we can do one down here for all the different places that are going to need 5s. So instead of splitting off of different belts, we just have one feeds going off in the different directions. So it does look like my 5s aren't going to be able to keep up with that. So this might tell me like, oh, I'm consuming 5s at a rate faster than I'm making them. Let me just duplicate this process and build a bunch of more 5 outputs so that I can keep everything going, because 5s are used heavily in the manufacturing of everything. So as we go forward, that's going to be something to look forward that we can utilize. So we need 97s. So we already have 105s. I know. Let's look at our calculator here, and if we have was it 105 minus what? 105 minus 97. So we need to subtract 8. So this is something to consider. Do we want to utilize this? Is we can grab a 4 and a 2. There's our 8 right there, and then do a subtraction because we already have the 105s built. What are we using the 105s for? We're using this for our belt upgrade. So we need a bunch of those. And it really feels like we're not making a bunch. This is where I go gangbusters with the with these storage units, because I want to have a ton going. What's our next thing to upgrade? Extraction level 5. So do we convert this? I mean, things are going fine. Let's do that. Let's just take this. We're gonna take a storage unit. We're gonna put it here, and we're gonna put another one here. I don't know. We're gonna take our extractor, and we're just gonna make a bunch of these. We're gonna feed straight into it. I'm just gonna feed straight into this and start collecting our 2s. Which I've found to be pretty fun. So I like to see the numbers build. So here's another one. Let's do the belts. Oops, I need extractors going in this way and this way. So these are just going to go straight into the machine and just start collecting it. I don't even care. I want massive amounts of numbers. Like I said, they hold 5. So if I needed to, I could add another storage unit, but I want this to start collecting whilst I'm building out. So what we can do is take this storage, like I love storages, and start pulling them out. I kind of want to redo all this now that I have And you can just poke them down anywhere. So no matter how I put this right here, it's going to collect the 3s and it's going to output the 3s because it just connects on all of the points. And it's just super handy to have. Like, let's do it again here. Let's just do that. Like I said, I love having a surplus of things. Just love having a surplus. So now I can take this, disconnect it, and feed that back in. Yeah, there's lots of ways to play around with that. Okay, so I've got 105. We know we need to subtract 8, so we can do a multiplier. Let's do, we can have the 5 or the 4s come down here, and these come straight out. So now we can do a multipliers. Start right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's just do that. This is going to be our outs. We're going to output to storage because why not? 4 times 2 or 2 times 4 equals the number that we need. Let's get our B's down first so I don't confuse myself. Should listening to Christmas music? I guess you can. There's no statute of limitations on when you can listen to Christmas music in the privacy of your own home. All right, so let's connect these. Bang. Oops. Start getting it going. And it's just like I said, I can just collect this, start building my 8s while I try and think out another process to do this. Let's just put this in line. We need subtractors. So let's go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just do 5. We're going to pull A minus B. So B has to be the 8. B has to be the 8. So we're going to take 105 and we're going to subtract an amount. Holding A, or shift. It's definitely a little cattywampus when you start looking at this, and then we're just going to feed right back in. Feed right back in. So we're going to take our 105, which is A, and we're going to subtract B, which is 8, and we should come out with the number we need, which is 97. And we're just going to utilize what we got. I'm in no rush, and I'm going way over time on this video. This is 100 hour and 23 minutes. Cool. So yeah, I'll probably just keep going until we get to the copy paste, and then I will come back with another video and show you how I utilize everything that you have available to you with copy paste. The way I do things is probably, like I said, not the most efficient, but it's my way, and that's what I like doing. So see you then.